Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Saturday, July 22nd, 2023, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ ORION NWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got MLB action this afternoon. Toronto Blue Jays versus the Seattle Mariners, game number 2 in the set. First pitch will be here in roughly about 10 minutes. So let's get into some of the starting lineups and some of the photos that I got prepped today. On the thumb, we got Bo Bichette and Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, baby. We're going to the visiting lineup of the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, leading off for Toronto, right fielder George Springer. Batting second, shortstop Bo Bichette. Batting third, DHing for the Blue Jays, Brandon Belt. Batting cleanup and batting fourth, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Batting fifth, third baseman Matt Chapman. Batting sixth, left fielder Dalton Varsho. Batting seventh, catching for Toronto this afternoon, Alejandro Kirk. Batting eighth, second baseman Kayvon Biggio. And batting ninth, center fielder Kevin Kiermaier. And on the mound, 7-5 record, 3.03 ERA, Kevin Gausman. Let's go, baby. This is going to be a tough one. We got Logan Gilbert on the mound, but he's won his last couple starts. So believe it or not, when I was kind of ripping into him, Logan Gilbert somehow, some way got to fucking 8-5. He was like 5-5, so I'll take that. And if he wins today, 9-5. It's just crazy. We need to be able to stack these dubs. All right, let's go into the Mariner lineup. Leading off for the Mariners, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Batting second, center fielder Julio Rodriguez. Trident boy. That's a brand new one, too. I had to. Batting third baseman Eugenio Suarez. Had to get a new one of him as well. The hero from last night, batting cleanup, right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. Batting fifth, DHing for Seattle, Mike Ford. Batting sixth, first baseman Ty France. Batting seventh, catching for Seattle, big dumper Cal Raleigh. Batting eighth, left fielder Dylan Moore. I had to upgrade the broken bat photo. I was like, there's got to be at least another one that's out there that's halfway decent. I like this one. And batting ninth, the Ichiro clone. He may not bat like Ichiro, but he looks like him in this photo. Second baseman Colton Wong. And on the mound, Logan Gilbert. 8-5 record, 3.65 ERA. Pretty impressive considering where he was, a few weeks back. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. Obviously, it would be more ideal if this game was on at like 6 or 7 p.m. Pacific time. But again, back-to-back games that are going to be a little bit early. So we're going to record, obviously, right now. Same thing tomorrow. I was considering doing NASCAR for Pocono. And Kyle Busch, man, to be able to watch, trucks or Xfinity or the Cup Series, I love it. And I did get a chance to watch a little bit of it, but they're going to start the NASCAR Cup Series race at 11:30 Pacific time. That's hella early. So, I mean, if I knew I could end up getting a good crowd to show up, I would consider it. But I'm just going to probably watch that and enjoy it for a couple hours, do my prepping while I'm watching, and then we'll just do the Mariner game. Because we got Brian Wu tomorrow, so I'm just going to keep the Mariner train going. But I hope everyone is having a fantastic weekend. Sauer in the building. What's good? Brandon's in the building. What's good? What's going on, Sarah? How are you? I was actually watching a little bit of your Cardinals and the Cub matchup, and last time I checked, it was 3-3, but it was 3-2 And I believe you were up 3-1, and then the Cubs have been scratching and clawing and coming back. And then I just saw, maybe about 10 minutes ago when they scored, 3-3. It's tied up now in the top of the fifth. Hopefully you can get that dub. Let's get to 100 in donos. Let's do it. There we go. Let's go, Gilbert. I mean, it's one of those things, man. I feel like with Logan Gilbert, there's good Logan and bad Logan, but I just feel with Logan Gilbert, he doesn't have the it factor. There's nothing really special about him. He doesn't really throw hard. He's not really good with location. Seems like he struggles with confidence and believing in himself. But again, to be like 4-5, 5-5, and I'm like, well, maybe we need to get rid of this guy. Instead of being the number one pitcher, he went to number 2 when we got Castillo, right? Then Bryce Miller and Kirby are there. And now you've gone down to maybe being our 5th or 6th best pitcher. Like maybe Logan Gilbert is on maybe better than Brian Wu, but Marco Gonzalez, maybe people would rather have him, 4-1 record before he got hurt. But, he cracked up, a complete game, had a couple other good consecutive starts. And now, lo and behold, fucking 8-5. I mean, it's almost mind-blowing. But if he can get this dub and he can get to 9-5 because Gausman is 7-5, this is a good matchup. So, I know a lot of people think we're probably going to lose because it's Logan Gilbert and they assume that he'll be fucking up. And there's a chance that he fucks up today. But hopefully the lineup can help him out. And again, if we can get to 5 runs and at least 5 hits, we're going to have a good shot to win. Now, I would prefer to get 8 to 10 hits, 5 runs or more, then we can win the game. But, it is what it is. But I got a chance to go on a early morning walk with Paisley. Paisley and me woke up like, fuck, like after doing that late game and having it end like a 10-ish or whatever, I stayed up and I ended up finishing up the Quarterback on Netflix. Highly, highly, highly recommend. You will see Mahomes, Marcus Mariota, and Kirk Cousins in a whole new light that you never, ever imagined. It's very, very good. I highly recommend it. But we woke up at 6:45. I was like, oh, Paisley, it's early. But it was going to be like 90 today. So I figured let's go for a walk when it's 60 degrees outside rather than when it's like getting into the 70s or the 80s. So I'm ready to go. Our lineup is okay. I'm not really sure what I would rank this lineup as I'm looking. I don't like Dylan Moore in the lineup. I don't mind Colton Wong, even though he might get hit by a pitch, but he'll work the count. But the weak spot in the lineup is definitely 6 through 9. Ty France, still struggling. Cal Raleigh, still struggling. Dylan Moore, is he even on the team? I mean, is he even doing anything? And then Colton Wong can't hit worth a damn, but at least I know that he can work the count. Maybe he can get on first base with a walk or get hit by a pitch. And I know that's weird to say, but that's facts. Like sometimes I like having Colton Wong in the game more than Jose Caballero because I know Jose's a better hitter, but I just feel that Jose's not as good of a defender. But again, when Reflect brought up the stats, they both have around the same amount of errors. I think Jose has had 2 out of his 3 within the last month and a half. So that's why maybe it's fresh on my brain. But you never know. Maybe we can get something from the 6, 7, 8, and 9 hole. And if we do, we have a good chance to get a good dub here. I just don't want Logan Gilbert to get pulled by like the 4th inning. If that happens, it might be a fucking long day. And the Blue Jays are motivated. So I need to see a lot of good defense. And hopefully we get to see the Trident come out. And it'd be great if this is a little foreshadowing because I decided to get a whole brand new set of photos for a few of the guys like Julio and Eugenio Suarez. So maybe I can talk it into existence and maybe we can get a Julio homer today. He's overdue. Just like when I said Mike Ford is overdue and then he homered right after I said that. So Julio, Sports Gods, you hear me? You are overdue, okay, for a home run. Let's get one today. Let's go. Yeah, and I know you did. Yeah, because like I said, you weren't, when I was in the room and, you weren't in there and then I messaged you. So, it's okay. If you end up falling asleep, you can let me know. I already know that you fell asleep or something happened. You know what I'm saying? And regardless, even if you were present, during the whole stream, we might have been able to get maybe a couple donos, maybe a little, something, because obviously, I'm not going to be the one that's going to be saying it. But again, sometimes it gets late. Sometimes, we get a little sleepy and whatnot. So it's all good. And I already knew that. So no worries about that. But like I said, being the lead mod, I would need you more times or not, not to fall asleep And it's not like you did it on purpose, but I mean, if I'm doing this full time, I mean, I can't have you disappear as my lead mod for an hour, hour and a half, and then no one is asking about, liking, subbing, donating, and I can't do it. So, like I said, we already know how much of a struggle it's been at times. I can't have another factor complicating that and having you not present for a couple hours, but I get it. Sometimes, things happen, but we have a day game, so no falling asleep now. All right, so we'll be good, and we got a good day game tomorrow, and then hopefully we can get some goats to come through to get a little bit better of a dono turnout than yesterday. I mean, like I said, some days we're going to hit big numbers. We're going to hit 100, we're going to hit 200, 500, sometimes 1,000, 1,500. And there's going to be other streams where we get fucking no support, which is sad as hell for all the work I put in. And we're going to be at like $5, $2, or $0, which is a goddamn shame, because we're going to laugh about that down the road when we're getting donos left and right. And kind of remember the times with all the grind where, we should have been able to get to at least, half the goal or the goal, pretty regularly. And, when you hit something lower, it definitely is demoralizing. But again, another day to prove yourself, and another day for people to support. So, all right, Logan Gilbert on the mound, baby. Let's go. Let's go. And leading off for the Blue Jays, George Springer. Let's go. Yeah, but I already knew that you fell asleep yesterday because, like I said, I can always tell when you're present in the chat because, I mean, sometimes, you'll comment and then we're waiting for other people to interact with you, and it's like your comment, I'm talking to you, your comment, I'm talking to you. So, it happens. All good. Top of the first, 0-0 Blue Jays Mariners. 267 average, 13 homers, 41 ribbies for George Springer in 2023. All good. All good. You got to watch it. You'll love it. I mean, you're going to see them in a whole new light, and you're going to, see Brittany Mahomes, and how everyone was always talking shit, about her being loud and annoying. People are just being haters. At least she fucking loves Pat, and, they are like a team, I mean, a lot of times you get people that are annoying, but they're, cheating behind the person's back, and they're sleeping around and just being kind of scandalous. At least, it's like, middle school, high school sweetheart type of thing. Logan Gilbert with a first K on Springer. Okay. But again, you get to see the family side of Patrick Mahomes, and you don't have to see the brother. So that's one thing. You see him, but he doesn't talk. Thank God. Because, I mean, if we're talking about someone that needs to be eliminated from that circle, it's definitely Patrick Mahomes' brother, the creeper, right? Jackson, weirdo, right? But you get to see Kirk Cousins, and you get to see his wifey and kids and his son, and there's the way that they handle things at home and all the preparation that goes behind the scenes. And that's what I like. Behind the scenes, on the sideline, it shows Mahomes swearing left and right, showing that passion. And you get to see a little Marcus Mariota in there as well. Bo Bichette up next. Popped up. Easy routine play for Teoscar Hernandez. 2 away, the hero from yesterday. Sorry, Bo, not today. They say Bo knows. Bo Jackson, not Bo Bichette. Next up, DHing for Toronto, Brandon Belt. Wong can defend. But again, Wong can work the count better than Jose and some of these other guys, and like Dylan Moore. So yes, I know he can't hit. The batting average is low, but he gets on base sometimes by getting hit by a pitch or a walk, and that helps. That's like getting a single. You know what I mean? I know the numbers on batting average doesn't say that, but again, I have more confidence in him than most. Oh, Nolan Gorman yard. 4-3. Yes, there you go. Cardinals. Sarah with a 3-er. Now we got a dono early, and hopefully we get a few people to come in and show some love. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $3 holla. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. $3. Let's get to a hundo. 97 to go. Tiger in the building. What's good? Oh, hey, you got to watch that. I mean, if that's something that you're passionate about, you got any updates for me? Where you were watching what, the women's? Were you watching USA women's, or were you watching some other country, or just in general? And if you got any other information for me on that, update me. And I obviously saw Messi's debut, there in Miami, and obviously getting that late kick for the win. So, I mean, I don't follow soccer like a lot of y'all do, but I try to keep up, with it, just like, NASCAR and basketball and some of the other things, UFC, boxing. Like, I might not be watching everything, but if it's, Ronaldo, Messi, you bet your ass I'm going to know at least what's going on, legends. Uh-oh, 5-3. Let's go Cards. What's your win streak at right now? Wow, just missed the zone. 3-2 count on Brandon Belt. Come on, Gilbert. He's like, K, 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 K. How many Ks would be good for Logan Gilbert? Normally it's like 10 used to be the goal, a couple years ago. Then it went down to maybe 8 to 10. And then it seemed like he could only get to about 4 or 5. Hopefully he can get to like 8 today. Skip throw. Got him. Wow. Colton Wong. Do you think Jose Caballero could have made that play? And that's exactly why I like having Colton Wong, with the defense there. Even if it was off that one hop, that play right there signifies exactly the shit that I was talking about. The defense. Yeah, you might not be able to hit. You can look like Ichiro, but you're not hitting like him. But the defense, just like JP, you can get it done. Nice job by Colton Wong to get Gilbert out of the inning. Nice. That's going to be good for Gilbert's confidence and Colton Wong's confidence as well. Let's go. All right, 9 out of the last 12. Ooh, okay. Let's go. Jose in the building. What's good? Lauren in the building. NWSF. Sun's out, guns out, baby. You know it. And like I said, we went back and we looked at the errors and looked at some of the defense. And the thing is, obviously, I know Jose is a better hitter than Colton Wong, but he's not a better defender. And of course, we slump and we need hitting. But also, a lot of times when the Mariners lose games, if you're watching on a regular basis, sometimes the beginning of the run starts off with just like a bloop single in the infield and it's mishandled. Then a guy gets on. Okay, and you're like, uh-oh. And then they walk another guy. Then there's 2 guys on with no outs. And then there's some kind of wild pitch, and then there's like bases loaded. And then they end up getting a run or 2, and it all started off that bobble or that error, or it should have been an error to start it off. So I know, most people will think Jose is better, but the thing is, for me, he chases pitches like Julio. So, there'll be games where he'll get the same kind of result as a Colton Wong, like an 0 for 4 or like a 1 for 4. So if I'm going to get something similar, I might as well have a good defender, and now if Jose could end up being 2 for 4, 3 for 4, then it's no question. It's Jose. And we're not talking Canseco. But again, Jose, I feel like he doesn't work the count. He's always swinging at the pitches early. I mean, I watch every game. So maybe you're watching a game that I'm not watching. But again, I'm just going to call it how I see it, and there's games where Jose does great, where he gets 2-3 hits. And I'm like, yes. But, as far as defense is concerned, I don't have confidence with him on the defensive side. And, yeah, you might get a meaningless single and go 1 for 4. But if Colton Wong can play defense like that, that could have saved a run. You know what I mean? That could have been a meaninglessly single also, but you never know. The way that the Mariners have been playing, we're very mid. We're below average. So sometimes, if you can't even get it done with the, simple routine play with a grounder, that could end up leading for one guy to another guy to another guy. And sometimes the mistakes by the Mariners, and you're just like giving freebie opportunities to the opposing team. So that's just kind of my feeling on it. I know Colton Wong shouldn't be on the fucking Mariners. Not good. It was a Wong move. Okay. But Dylan Moore is garbage. We have so many guys that aren't good, on the bottom end of the lineup, but it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. See, and that if you're watching every game, and you got to think, who are our best defenders, right? We got, Teoscar, Julio, and typically Kelenic in the outfield. Great. JP just struck out. In the infield, it's JP Crawford, right? Colton Wong, and Eugenio Suarez. All 3 of those guys are really, really good. Think about if we didn't have Wong or JP or Eugenio Suarez at third for defense. Yes, we need hitting, but I'm telling you, if we didn't have guys, those 3, our record would be probably 10 games worse than what it is right now. So, defense wins championships in the NFL, maybe not so much on the MLB side. But again, when I get a guy that is talented, but he chases like Julio, like Teoscar, right? Like Jose Caballero. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you're a name, but just because you're a name doesn't mean that you're going to get on base. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those guys are not performing up to their level. That's all I'm saying. So, well, but people also on the flip side, sour, they're hard on Wong because he's not even batting fucking 200. You know, but the defense is phenomenal, and that's what I'll take. There goes Julio. Julio's a name. He ain't doing shit. He's my favorite player on the team. What has he done? He should be batting closer to 280 to 300. He's not doing it. He hasn't changed his approach all year. You know, we're batting 220 to 230 all year, haven't improved. So, yeah, we have names, but that's just because guys are names. Ty France, Julio, right? Teoscar. That doesn't mean shit. You got to produce. And those guys aren't producing on the, the level that they should. That's true. When you press too much like that, like I said, we already know certain guys are overall better hitters. But what happens if Jose's in there for Colton Wong and he goes 0 for 4 and can't defend? Then not only am I getting a guy that can't fucking get a hit, then I got a guy that's a liability on defense where we're already average. I can't have that. If we want to actually try to make the, wild card, like try, and we have like a very minimal chance, to try to catch up to Toronto or, maybe Houston, we need to be on all cylinders, and clearly we're not. So, all right, come on, Suarez. Bottom of the first, 0-0, Marinez. Let's go. Come on, Gino. Big swing and a miss. There's another guy that's a name, that strikes out way, way too much. It's like, for the talent and the name recognition, it's like, dude, you're not doing good. You're not doing good. You're doing good as of late, but your numbers should be better. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike Ford and Tom Murphy were typically leading the team. Do you know how disgusting that is to be able to have a team and your DH and your backup catcher are typically leading the team in average when you got names like JP Crawford, Julio, Suarez, Hernandez, France? I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, I'm not going to fucking sugarcoat, shit when people need to be called out. It's not like we're batting 280 as a team. We're batting like 230. That's terrible. Just saying. I mean, that's facts. 84. No, it's about 90 here. So it is what it is. So I'm just messaging Preston. I told him I got Paisley full time. So I got people that want to like hang out, but like, it's like I got Paisley full time. So it's like I'm gonna have to, hanging out and spending time with her and taking care of her and being a dad is gonna be more important than me, trying to hang out with certain people. Like I want to hang out with my boy Joey, and his wife Jamie, so I can see Augie and hang out with my boy Preston. But I got to be able to take care of Paisley first. So, oh baby, let's go. Let's go to the top of the second. And not bad for Logan. Good defense by Colton Wong early on. Let's keep it moving. I mean, sometimes I think we hang on, to certain guys too long, and we also defend guys too long also. It's like for the longest time too. It's like, Cal Raleigh, big dumper, love him. Got a rookie card auto after he went yard and took us to the playoffs, and we had that momentum. Seattle legend, right, for doing that. But he hasn't been very good this year. He had a little problem with the thumb, so I don't really, fault him for that. He was a little injured. Popped up for Vlad Jr. Foul. But just because you did something really special for us last year, I can't just like give you a free pass when you're doing terrible. He doesn't really throw anybody out, right? And he's not hitting very well. Once in a while he'll get a homer, but his numbers are way, way down. And Murphy is a better hitter. Now Murphy can't catch really either and throw anybody out on that side also. So both of them on the defensive side could be better. And maybe we, Harry Ford, when we end up, getting him to come up, maybe Ford, can be the guy and take over that spot at catcher, because that's what we need. Someone that can actually throw guys out from, the catcher position. But we need guys that can be consistent and can hit. And for a while, it's like, Cal Raleigh, big dumper. But at some point, if you're not improving, you got to go with the other guy or give another guy a chance. And, Murphy's been the better hitter. Got him. Wow. Late call for the punch out. There we go. Logan Gilbert with the confidence. He was like, I'm 5-5. Now I'm 8-5, baby. Mariner Moose is out. Nice job. Okay. Really late call there. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's like, I am a superstar, right? Didn't get the superstar call. Next up, third baseman, Matt Chapman. And Murphy, I think, has a little bit more energy. I think everyone loves Cal and we want him to do good, but again, it's what have you done for me lately? What you did last year is irrelevant to this year. And we already have plenty of our big names that are, being terrible. We can't have the guys that are kind of like in the middle, like Suarez and Cal also doing terrible on top of Julio and Teoscar and France. It's like we can't have 5 out of our best 9 guys being terrible. And obviously we know 6 through the 9 hole is usually not good for us either. So, if we're not doing it on the 6 and 9 hole, and then we're not doing it through the 1 and the 5 hole, that's why we have the record that we have. What do you want to have for a photo or photos there, Sarah? Top of the second, 0-0. Chapman in the box, Gilbert on the mound. Blow it by him, baby. Who is this man? Wow. Logan Gilbert, he's like, I'm 8-5 with a 3.65 ERA. I want to be 9-5. I want to win 4 starts in a row and get my ERA closer to 3, not 4. And everyone was like, oh, we're going to get the win today. Blue Jays fans, we're going to win today. Logan Gilbert's trash. Then they looked at the record. They're like, oh, shit. He ain't 4-5 or 5-5 anymore. He's actually 8-5. So he's kind of turned the corner a little bit because he was a depressed dog. And now he's pitching today like when he was a number 1 pitcher for us before we got Castillo. That's really good to see, because like I said, we're going to go with Brian Wu tomorrow. And I think he's got potential. He throws heaters, but he doesn't win games because we don't get run support. And he does give up home runs, usually 2 to 3 a game before he gets pulled. But as long as they're solo dingers instead of like 2 or 3 run shots, we can come back. But we'll see what happens. Mr. Williams, my boy. A little vanilla. I totally agree. And, I don't regret investing in the Cal Raleigh Topps autograph rookie card that I got last year. And it's not like I spent a lot on it. I spent like $75 on it. You know what I mean? I could send it in to get it graded and whatnot, but I was going to get a graded card of Cal, but they didn't have any that I liked based off the pose or the signature or the look of the card. So I was like, well, it's the first time on eBay I've ever bought a card that wasn't graded, in the last couple of years, but I was like, this one's pretty dope. So, and I know Cal will bounce back. So it's an overall suck for the team in general. There's teams that are batting 260, 280, 290. Mariners have been stuck at like 230 pretty much all season. Popped up to Teoscar. There we go. And it sucks that Kelenic, broke his foot on the cooler because I really do like what he does on the offensive side and on the defensive side in left field. Like, this is the first time in a while where it's like we actually have talented players, but they're just not producing the way that we need. 1-run games. We're not dominant like last year. And again, once we can get to the point where we can do the 5 and the 5 hits or more, which is nothing, right? 5 runs and more, we win games. So usually the wheelhouse and the magic number is like 7, 8 hits or more, to 10. 7 to 10 is usually the money number, unless you get 5 hits and a few of them are homers, right? And 5 runs or more. If you don't get 5 runs, the Mariners lose like 90% of the time. Unless the other team, is going into a pitching duel. But usually that's kind of the magic number, it seems like, for Seattle. Oh, you want some Nolan Gorman? Okay, I got you. Yeah. Well, again, when we ended up getting hit, by the pitch, over and over and over, sometimes, getting in a little fight like we did, with the Angels last year, that gave us a big spark, 12 to 14 straight game win after that. So, but I totally agree. A little bit too mellow. We need to, someone needs to light a fire, but it seems like everyone, and it shows you how hard baseball is. Because, I mean, honestly, the talent that we have, I'm not saying that we would be in first place because we wouldn't be. But I feel that if we were playing like we were last year, I feel we would be about 7 to 10 games above 500, kind of a similar record to what the Blue Jays have right now. I mean, you can agree with me or not, but I feel that, like a 54 and 44 type of that would be respectable. That would be what we should be. And then that would also mean that some of our pitchers wouldn't be like 5-5. They would be more like 7-3, 6-4 instead of like, 5-6 or 5-5, which is kind of disgusting. My boy, Mr. Williams, in the building. How are you, bro? Oh, all the popcorn. All the popcorn. $3. Let's get to a hundo. The Oscar. Oh, what a catch by George Springer. Wow. I'll give him love. And that's another reason why I think we'll have some good juju. I could always be a hater and not do anything Toronto, but wow, that almost was a homer. Good defense by Springer. Robbed a homer. Son of a bitch. It's okay, Teo. You're starting to get hot. Nice win against your former team yesterday as well. Next up for Seattle, DHing Mike Ford. Swinging at a first pitch. Popped up. What a wasted at bat that was. 2 away. I mean, I already got people like Julio and Suarez and Teoscar swinging on the first pitch. I don't need you doing it also. Come on, man. Might as well have Ty France swing at the first pitch also and just make it like a few pitch inning. I mean, can you imagine like a 3-pitch inning? And I feel that that's what we have sometimes. First pitch strike popped up. First pitch strike, grounder. First pitch strike, and then the inning's over. It's like you can't be a good baseball team when you're out in an inning with like 3 to 5 pitches. Come on. Yeah, it's good to see you, Mr. Williams. Like I said, we had some of our goats that were, MIA due to work or just other obligations. So it's just nice to be able to get some of the core back, that are the mods and, just to be able to kind of, and I get it, not everyone's going to be into baseball or NASCAR or wrestling while we're waiting for football, but we don't have too much longer, to get to a point where we're into college football and then we're going to be in the NFL season. So, plus, your boy's got to be able to show off the skill set and show that I can do more than anybody else on YouTube. On a high level. Like I said, you can do football if that's your primary. But when you're doing football and you're doing all the teams, and then on top of that with college and NBA and NHL and MLB and NASCAR, it's challenging, but I love it. And it gives us a chance to grow. A little bit more as well. Pitch is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ty France. I got your photo here in just a second. Come on, Ty. 2-2 pitch. Right back to the pitcher. Oh, he dropped it. Ty France is slow as fuck, though. If Ty would have actually ran that out, he might have been able to get there, but his fat ass was too slow and he fucking gave up right there. Once he bobbled it, if he was like actually running full speed, he's probably still would have been out. But I want to see effort. I don't want to see, fucking big dumper number 2, 2.0, just be fucking lazy and not even run to first. Show me some fucking effort, It's like you're already struggling, It's like move your fat ass and get to first base. Like run it out at least. We already got 1 big dumper. I don't need 2. Come on, dude. Jesus. All right, Nolan Gorman, let me get you a couple of these. Mr. Williams, have you watched Quarterback, the Netflix special with Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Mariota? I would highly recommend it. Behind the scenes, it is awesome. I just finished it up just like 30 minutes ago before the stream started. It's like 10 episodes. I think they're like an hour a piece. Very, very cool. All right, let's get another one here for Sarah. Appreciate you. Yeah, there we go. And it seems like you guys have kind of turned the corner. I know a lot of Cardinal fans were like, fuck this team. I'm not watching anymore. Or, the season's over. We're one of the worst teams, playing like the Mets and everything. But at least you guys are fighting and whatnot and trying to battle back. So that's nice. Yeah, it's definitely good to be able to see. And then, like I said, I mean, we would have probably more people if it was more like in the evening. Sometimes when we have games in the early morning or afternoon, it's kind of it's a kind of a hit or miss. But it just seems like since I am here now and I can stream pretty much at any given time on any given day, we're gonna get more people showing up even on the early streams. So which is nice. Yes, training camp as well. Absolutely. It's a 20 speed. Very lifelike. Very lifelike. Yeah, I don't know. Millions and millions of dollars to not run it out. And I get he's kind of a bigger dude. He's got the dumper on him. He's bigger, but that doesn't mean you can't run and show effort at least. And those little subtle details, some people don't notice that. But again, if you want to win, you have to put in effort. And clearly, effort is not there. It's already hard enough. So, yes, I love the behind the scenes stuff. It's very good. And I'm glad they didn't have Jackson Mahomes in there because then it would have ruined it. I see him with Brittany like in the box and whatever, but they usually just you see him slightly like cheering, but you never hear him talk, which thank God. What a fucking idiot. Creeper, weirdo idiot. He's like, let me just go up to random people and try to kiss them. It's like, bro, you're Patrick Mahomes' brother, but like what have you done? You're just you're feeding off Mahomes is all his accolades and whatnot. You just think you can get away with anything because you're Mahomes' brother, which is pretty much a truth. So that guy needs to be locked up. Jackson Mahomes, weirdo. Rams, yeah, they won't. They. I don't think the Vikings are going to give up Kirk Cousins though. And then you'll also see how he operates in that special. And if you actually look at his numbers, he is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the NFL. For a guy that got drafted after RG3 in the same draft. I've always liked Kirk from Michigan State. And again, they say, he can't win in prime time. Sometimes it's not his fault. A lot of times the Vikings defense and O-line has been shit. So yeah, they got, they had Dalvin Cook and Justin Jefferson and Thielen and whatnot. But as you know, it's not about just skill position players. You have to have an O-line. You have to have a defense. Someone better than fucking Zimmer. And they got that finally with O'Connell. But again, it shows you if you don't have defense, you can't even beat the Giants in the playoffs, which was unfortunate for them. Pitches outside, 1-2 count. DeBiggio. McVay, yeah. If he still decides to coach or if he decides to go in the booth or retire. Yeah. Because once Aaron Donald is gone, then it's like, what do we do? Little chopper. Damn it. Biggio. Craig Biggio's son. That's when me and Mr. Williams are getting old because we used to watch his dad play back when we were kids. On the Stros. The Triple Bs. Biggio, Bagwell, Berkman. Next up, center fielder Kevin Gearman. Chop foul. No, nothing in there, but it can't be any worse than what we had yesterday. So, top of the third, 0-0, Blue Jays and Mariners. Pitches low. Did he go? No. Oh, he did go. Wow. 0-2 count. Wow. Kevin is not happy. I don't know about that. Gilbert on the corner. Didn't get it though. 2-1 count. Just outside. Oh, got him. Uh-oh. Fuck, I tried to get a new photo for Kevin. I had to go through 4 to find one that would format. It's crazy how some it's so easy to find and others are like so difficult. Top of the third, 0-0, 2 outs, 2-0 count. Runner at first. 3-0 count to Chapman. All right, I got a better one now. I can get rid of this other one. Fucking walked him. God damn it. Let me get this formatted here. Okay, slide that up. He's in the 9 hole. Oh, we got to stop him. Two outs and 2 on. Come on, Logan. Yeah, of course. A lot of the top end hitters do that, but see, Bo Bichette can afford to hit, or swing at the first 2 pitches as any way he wants because he's batting 314 with 16 homers and 53 ribbies. Julio has the same approach, and his batting average is almost 100 points lower. Pitches low and outside, 1-1 count. The Swifties, huh? Mike in the building. What's good? Hey, big win for Kyle Busch today with that pass towards the end. I got to see that. Watched a little bit of the trucks this morning. Yeah, but we're not going to make the playoffs this year. So why get rid of Gilbert and then we get a hitter and then the hitter doesn't do what we think he's going to do. And then we lose out on Gilbert and then we get another shitty hitter, or a hitter that's supposed to be good that doesn't mesh with our guys. So, I mean, I know we need guys, but we should just stay pat and not do anything. We shouldn't be buyers or sellers. Just, play it out. Yeah, and I don't think Logan Gilbert is our 2. Like I said, you can have it in the rotation a certain way, but if we're really talking about power rankings, Luis Castillo is not the 1 and Gilbert's not the 2. They might have them in the rotation that way, but in reality, Bryce Miller is our 1 or Kirby is our 1. So you go Miller 1, Kirby 2, Castillo 3, and then maybe Gilbert 4, and then, Brian Wu at 5, and then we'll have Marco Gonzalez. And then they'll, move those guys around. Like I said, sometimes they'll 1, 3, 5, they'll move them around instead of having Bryce and Kirby and Castillo. That's what they did at the beginning of the year. And that's why we were shitty because we had our 3 best pitchers all spread out in the lineup. It wasn't 1, 2, 3 for the 3 best. It was like one guy was 1, then they had a shitty pitcher at the 2, then they had a good one at 3, shitty pitcher at 4, and a good one at 5. So I don't know if Scott Service needs to go, but sometimes he makes good moves, but sometimes he's an idiot. I mean, if we could end up getting a reliable bat and defender for Gilbert, I would consider it. But there we go. We leave 2 stranded. There we go. Good job, Gilbert. Off work. Nice. Oh, we're not trading Miller. We're not trading. He's a phenom. Are you kidding me? Like I said, Miller's more valuable and Kirby's more valuable than Castillo. Castillo ain't the same player. I don't know how many games you're watching, bro, but you ain't watching the same games I'm watching. Castillo ain't it. Gilbert ain't it. You know what I mean? Woo is just a 6th rounder, just filling in for Marco. But if we're talking about who the best pitchers on the team are, if we talk about placement, it's Kirby. And the one that throws the heaters, it's going to be Bryce Miller. I mean, I watch every game. I've been watching games since 1985. What we did last year has nothing to do with what we're doing this year. It's truth. Facts. But hopefully we can find a way to come back here. Even though it's 0-0, because I already feel like we're already down 2-0. That's what it feels like. We need to get hits, and hopefully we can. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 3rd. All right, let me turn this on. Finish the quarterback on Netflix, so I got to see what else is going on. Check on Paisley here, too. How you doing, Paisley? You good? She's just snugging on the blanket here behind me. Work off. Nice. That's always good. You always been working, grinding. So you got Saturday and Sunday off. Nice. Kyle fucking Busch. And this is, yeah. If you weren't who you were, that comment, funny. Yeah, Miller ain't getting traded. It's like, why would you trade arguably our best pitcher? Not named George Kirby. You wouldn't. The M's are in on Mark? Interesting. Very true. And teams can get hot after the break, but the problem is with the Mariners that we've been stuck at 220, typically 230 all year. Like we haven't been able to get to 240 as a team. We don't have any 300 hitters. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, come on, Cal. Let's get it going. Let's turn this shit around. Let's go, baby. Big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Bottom of the 3rd, 1-1 count. Oh, shit! Cal, big dumper, back. Gone, baby! Yeah, baby. Let's go! That's what I'm talking about, baby. Back. No. Gone, baby. Yes, sir. There we go. 1-0 Mariners. We needed that desperately. Nice job. Oh, shit. Back. Oh, come on. Get the fuck out of here. Back-to-back jacks. Oh, no. Let's go. I was just about to put that up, and then he said, fuck it. I got a new photo for you. Let's go. When the shitty part of our lineup goes yard, we're winning. We're winning. When this shit happens, when we got 6-hole, 7-hole, 8-hole, 9-hole, and you're getting homers here and here, oh, we won. We're winning this game. 2-0 Mariners. Let's go. It's not about money. You can give money to whoever you want, but if you've been watching all the games, do you trust Castillo? He's not the same pitcher as last year. He's not as good. He might be better than Logan Gilbert and Woo and Marco Gonzalez, but he's the 3 based off like power ranking wise. Like Mariner fans that are true Mariner fans know that Bryce Miller and Kirby from start to start is better. You have more confidence in those 2 guys than you do with Castillo. Castillo can't get to 10 Ks anymore. Oh, and that kid dropped the home run ball. Oh, he should have squeezed that glove. It was right in his mitt, too. How are you going to drop that ball when you have it right in your mitt? Squeeze. Wow, he could have got the Cal Raleigh homer. Hey, now. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 2-0 Mariners. Mariner team store, or usually when I go up to Seattle, and then I got the All-Star chain. My buddy went to the All-Star game with his dad, and he bought an All-Star chain for me, and then a T-shirt when he was up there. But I haven't got it, delivered to me yet. Let's go, Sauer. Cal's batting 7th. Dylan Moore 8th. No, you're all good. .258 average, 8 homers, 33 ribbies for J.P. Crawford. Come on, J.P. 3-2 count. Let's go, baby. JP pops it up. Yeah, and the thing is, depending on where you're watching the game, if you're watching it in Canada or in the United States, and if you're watching it on a different platform, DirecTV, Dish, Comcast, whatever your provider is, or streaming it on one of the streaming sites or through MLB, there's many, many ways you can watch. So sometimes the feeds aren't going to line up all at the same time. Now, I have Comcast actually here, but the cable box is in the living room. So I don't have a cable box yet here. So, sometimes when I end up doing the Mariners, it'll be, right on point with some of the other people. And then sometimes I will be about 10 seconds, 15 seconds behind. But, again, I don't have the cable box in here just yet because I just moved in here. So, just trying to get settled in with everything. All right, next up is Julio Rodriguez. And it also depends on what broadcast I'm watching. If I'm watching the Blue Jay one or if I'm watching the Mariner one, so kind of depends on that route. So, because I had Ziply at the other location when I was living there, so everything was good to go. And unfortunately, when they stream, sometimes when you do the Mariner ones through Root Sports, sometimes it cuts out where we'll lose like audio or video if you're streaming it on one of the sites, which is kind of shitty. But I just want to be able to watch. But sometimes, it comes back. There was one stream, I think, where it like cut out like in the 6th inning a few weeks back. And then I had to call the rest of the game. Oh, Julio! Back! Gone! What did I say? Hey, what did I say at the beginning of the game? What did I say at the beginning of the game? Hey, sometimes you got to get a new photo. You got to be able to talk it into existence. You got the trident. I said Julio is due. He's going to homer today. Boom, shakalaka, home run, 3-0 Mariners. That ESP is strong. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Ha ha. Sports gods, they know. They know. Let's go, baby. I mean, when's the last time? Let's be honest. When's the last time we hit 3 home runs in an inning? Like honestly, all year, right? When's the last time we've actually hit fucking home runs? Like we don't even really hit home runs at all, and we got 3. I mean, even if we had 3 in a whole game, that's awesome for the Mariners. Even if they're solo shots, but to get them 3 in the same inning, pretty remarkable. It's incredible. Wow. All right. Next up, Eugenio Suarez. 0-2 count. 229 average, 14 homers and 58 ribbies. And strikeout low, which was not in the zone, That was a ball. What the hell? And well, I guess you can't get them all, but we did get our home runs. Starting it off with big dumper. That one is surprising, but not because we know he can go yard. But this guy barely has any hits all year. Obviously, was hurt all year, and when you go like 8, 9, 10 games with only like one hit, confidence is kind of at an all-time low. So to be able to go back-to-back jacks from Cal to Dylan, and then get to a couple more batters and get another one. 3-0 Mariners. Let's go, baby. They can't even get Root? Whoa, interesting. But you can give him the link that I gave you. So at least that way that he can watch, games instead of just not watching games, right? Or having to go to somewhere else to watch it. Daniel in the building. What's good? Yeah, and like the thing is with Root Sports, they aren't affiliated with a lot of different providers, unfortunately. Like, I was looking it up. So it's like you can go through like the streaming sites. You just got to make sure you find one that doesn't give any like phone viruses or computer viruses. And, sometimes there'll be like a little 15-second delay, nothing too crazy. It's not like, you're 5 minutes behind or anything like that. But they aren't linked up with a lot of the providers. There's something like with a Fubo, like something like that. And then obviously Comcast, because we're, in the Pacific Northwest. But some of the other providers don't even offer Root, which is kind of shitty. So 3 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. Sean in the building. What's good? Let's go, M's. Let's go, baby. Damn, 3 homers. Let's go. And every once in a while, after the games are over, I'll go to the Mariners Instagram and I'll post, like a hashtag CSRise, some Trident stuff, or like a meme or a GIF. But usually the Mariners, they won't respond back to me, but they did comment off my post last night, which was kind of cool. They don't respond to every comment when they do their posts, but they know who your boy is. Top of the 4th, 3-0 Mariners. Brandon Belt is up. What a great start for us, considering you have Logan Gilbert and, he was, kind of good in the beginning. Then he went through a big stretch where he was shitty. And then he's won his last 3 starts and he's about to, looks like probably, win the next 4. So he's about to be 9-5 when he was at 5-5. I mean, hell, when he was 5-5, it looked like he was going to end the year at 5-10 or something, So it's really nice that he's been able to turn it around. We're going to need him. I watched every game this season and I don't really remember us going, solo jack or, back to back to back. I know we did it last year where we've had like a back to back or a back to back to back, but last year was so fun for the majority, after we got in the fight with the Angels and went on that nice run. But it's been really, I wouldn't say depressing, but it's just been a little disappointing, based on how good we were last year and, where we're at this year. But we can still make it up. It's not impossible to think that at some point, Astros and Rangers hit a wall with a couple tough series. Oh, got him! And that we might be able to get, 5 to 10 games above 500 if we can, get the right, teams matched up at the right time. And if we get hot with the bats and the pitching. Nice job, Logan. Nice job, Logan. Gilbert's got 5 Ks already. And when he was 5-5, that was kind of what he maxed out at, is like 4 or 5 Ks. He's pacing for 10. So obviously, we need to get Gilbert and Castillo back to being those 10K guy. That's that's the standard. So then if you get that, then you can get Logan with 10, Louise with 10, Kirby with 10, right? Miller with 10, Woo trying to get 10. So if we can get those guys all on that same page where they might not hit 10, but if like the mindset is I'm getting 10, it's going to change everything for us. But obviously the hitting has been absolutely atrocious. Oh, Guerrero trying to go for 2. Get his ass. Shitty ass throw. Jesus Christ. Nice double for Vlad Jr. there. Canada. Yeah. I mean, shit, it just depends on where you live and the providers, but at least, with like what I shared with you, like it's really beneficial because it comes in handy for not only Mariners, but other things as well. And obviously, cable and satellite cost so much money now that, sometimes people are just going to do the Netflix and the Hulu or like a Fubo type thing, or whatever other Sling TV. Like, if they have the other options available for those channels, people are going to want to spend less. But the problem is that if you cancel out cable or satellite, but you have 6 different streaming platforms, that you're subscribing to each month, that's the same amount of the cable that you would have had if you had DirecTV, because each one costs about $6 to $10 a month. So you add that up, you have like 6 or 7 of them, including Netflix and Hulu, and then the others, then you're kind of paying around the same price, maybe a little bit less, but depending on if you have the movie channels or not. So. Yeah, Gino almost got ejected there. Yeah, Mariners, like I said, I'll get some, responses back, responding back to my comments once in a while, from different people like LaMichael James or, Dr. Ken, Shit, Vladdy's going home. Get him! Horrible throw. Nice slide by Vlad. Good base running. 3-1 Mariners. Nice hit by Chapman. It's always cool when you can get acknowledged, by a player or a team that is your favorite. But I've had a couple of cool interactions, in The Hangover. Oh boy, Mr. Dr. Ken Jeong. I've had some interactions with him, Derek Brooks, LaMichael James, and then, every once in a while with some of the teams, but not as often. I mean, they're very picky and selective on who they respond back to or who they follow, especially if it's like a team Instagram or team Twitter. They're not going to just follow anybody or respond just to anybody, unfortunately. Their social media teams are a little stingy. Now the Blue Jay fans are alive. All right, Varsho, calm it down, baby. Top of the 4th, 3-1 Mariners. 1-1 count. Of course, man. I mean, I always like to be able to interact and talk with people even outside the streams, depending on the connection I have with the person. I'm accessible. You know what I mean? A lot of YouTubers are not. I definitely have gained some really good connections and friendships, from the channel, because that's really what it's about. It's not necessarily about the money and the views and the subs. That shit's important, if you really care about what you're doing in my legacy, but being able to build the connections, that's the most rewarding part about the channel. And to be able to learn and feed off each other's, intelligence and stats and knowledge, and, just being able to, give your kind of, 2 cents on, what you think or your opinions or, different facts and things about things that maybe I don't know. I learn a lot from a lot of y'all. Top of the 4th, 3-1 Mariners. Runner at first, 2 away. On the corner for a strike. Logan's been pitching good. And like I said, it started off, and I was telling you, it starts off, with getting at least a K or 2 in that first inning, and that amazing defensive play by Kolten Wong. If that was Jose Caballero, he wouldn't have gotten him out of that inning. And this probably doesn't happen where we get the back-to-back, and then a few batters later, another jack. Oh, right past him there. Going to third. Now they're starting to rally and come back. But I really do feel momentum is everything. And, Kolten Wong with that big defensive play, that one hopper to first to Ty France to get him out of the inning. And then it gave him that confidence, like, no, here we go again, where you give up one walk and then one hit, and then it goes to another. And then you see Logan Gilbert sulking, shoulders down, frowning, not smiling, just like hating himself and hating life, and it seems like he's finally got back on track after that complete game. And, he has an opportunity now to make it 4 straight, but we need to get out of this inning and we need to get on the right page right here. So hopefully Cal and Logan can dial something up. Yes. I always try to watch everything that most of y'all send. So yes, you do. All the cheeseburger, the In-N-Out, the animal style, all that, baby. You know it. Taco, taco, taco. Let me some tacos. But now I'm trying to like lose weight and everything. So it's like fruits and vegetables. It's like I'm really trying to cut back on a lot of the stuff that tastes delicious. And I'm walking Paisley twice a day now instead of once. So, it's like I'll walk her early in the morning when I first wake up, which most people wouldn't have the motivation to do at like 6:45 or 7 a.m. And then usually once I'm done streaming, if it's late, around 9 or 10 or 11 p.m., I'll do another walk with her. Colton Wong. Yes, sir. That's Jose. Maybe that ball gets through. Colton Wong. No, no, no. There we go. They got one, but we stopped the bleeding. So I like that. I like it. And obviously the Blue Jays are a great team. Like, you're not going to fucking shut them out. You're not going to sweep them. They're awesome. And like I said, we need to kind of try to be them. I feel that like our name recognition is kind of on par with theirs, but they're more consistent and they work the count better. And obviously they're not batting 230 as a team, but 3 solo jacks, 3-1 Marinez. I'll take it. Oh, bullpen. Now you're starting to talk like Elliott, where things were going good and then it just starting. And then you had Mikolas. You had Mikolas today, right? So I was like, ooh, and the pitcher for the Cubs was Budios. At least the starter was. So I was like, oh, you could win today. And then all of a sudden, oh, no. Oh, no. See, that's why baseball is just so tough. Like you could be like, oh, this person's pitching, but then as soon as they go out, brand new ball game. And even if you're up like 4-0, there's been so many games with me and my dad that we've watched with the Mariners and Dodgers where even 4 runs with like 2 or 3 innings left. And you're like, we won. And then all of a sudden, like it's the 9th inning and then you lose 5-4. And you're like, what happened? We were up 4-0. Like this is impossible. But that type of shit happens more often than people think. So. All right, come on, Marinez. All right, next up for the Marinez, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Batting second, DHing for Seattle, Mike Ford. And batting third, first baseman, Ty France. Nice. All the disc golf. Are you pretty good at it, or are you just kind of like doing it for fun? We have a lot of people here in the Pacific Northwest that do the disc golf like regularly. Like as regular as people going to the park and shooting hoops. It's a pretty common thing out here in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, it's good to see you too, bro. All right, man. And I'll be back tomorrow at the same time because that's what time the Mariners will be on. And obviously, when it's football season, I'll probably see a lot more of the goats. So, yeah, you like that? Yeah, they got some pretty cool logos and alternate logos. I agree. Come on, Teoscar. 247 average, 16 homers, 53 ribbies in 2023. But it took him 17 at bats to get his first hit. But I guess I can't complain because Colton Wong, it took 44 for him to get his first hit. How many games is that? 10? You didn't get your first game until 10 games in. So obviously, we've had our struggles, and AJ Pollock is almost worthless. So it's like a lot of these guys that we brought in have not, given us that punch that we wanted. But on the flip side, if we still had like guys like Jesse Winker, it's not like he was going to make a fucking difference either. I like the Teoscar pickup. Wong, the defense is good, but the hitting is terrible. And then Pollock really can't do anything. It's like supposed to be like veteran leadership and giving you some like pointers for being an old guy that used to be halfway decent on a few different teams. But He ain't the same player that he was like on the Dodgers years back. That's facts. Every once in a while, Pollock will get lucky with like a homer or a hit, but he's almost useless too. Just being real. All right, count is full on Teoscar. Teoscar. Got him. Wow. My buddy Justin, he does, MLB The Show. I go to the Mariner games with him. He said, I'm playing MLB The Show. I just pulled off the heist of the century. He said, Logan Gilbert, AJ Pollock, and Penn Murphy for Ohtani. That would not go down in real life. 3 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. And hopefully we get a few more people to come through. I know it's early afternoon and some people are busy. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. Yeah, I mean, even if you're not very good at it, it's kind of fun to get out there. It's like, when people go and do like a 9-hole golf instead of like 18, or just to be outside. You can drink while you play, or you don't have to. You know what I mean? Just enjoying the scenery at the parks and hanging out with your buddies and your bros. Bottom of the fourth, 3-1 Mariners. Pitches outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Come on, Mike. Ford chops it foul. Come on, Mike. Let's go, baby. He's like our Vogelback. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Give Kevin a little love. Not too much, though. 7-5 record, 3.03 ERA that obviously went up after those 3 jacks. ERA went from 3.03 to 3.17. Pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Dodgers beating up on the Rangers last couple nights. That's crazy. Chase. Nice. Is it on right now? So I watched the trucks, obviously, early on. So Xfinity race is on now, or it's going to be on today sometime. And then, obviously, they have the 11:30 start tomorrow for the Pocono for the Cup Series. Chase won it last year. But he's got to win 1 out of these last, 6 races for establishing himself to try to get himself into the playoffs. About to start. Ooh, I'm going to have to take a peek. What channel is the race on? Is it on USA, NBC? What network is the race on? For the race now, for Xfinity, what channel is it on? And what channel is the Cup Series on? Fox, NBC? I would assume it's one of those. Fox is usually at the beginning of the year, and it was NBC typically for the second half of the year. So usually it's a Fox broadcast in the first half and then NBC for the second. Count is full. USA. Okay. And NBC for Cup. Okay. Got him. This fucking ump is just like loves calling the strike 3 like 5 seconds after the pitch is landed. You're just waiting, and then he just All right. Well. All right. I'll give him some credit. Let's take a look at the stats. What are we looking at? What are we looking at here for Kevin? 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 earned runs for the 3 solo dingers, no walks, 6 Ks. So besides giving up the 3 homers, he actually hasn't didn't terrible. He's got 6 Ks. It's not like he's got one or none. And then on the flip side with Logan Gilbert. All right, Logan Gilbert, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 5 Ks. So kind of like yesterday's game with my cousin Kikuchi, right? And having that lineup yesterday. So with Miller, so you're kind of like 5-5, 6-6, but they pulled Miller early, which I thought might have been a mistake, but we ended up getting the dub late, so I'll take it. End of the 4th inning, 3-1 Mariners. Let's go to the top of the 5th. All right, leading off for the Blue Jays, 0 for 1 with a K, center fielder Kevin Kiermaier. Batting second, right fielder George Springer. And batting third this inning, shortstop Bo Bichette. Elliott's running the 17 car. So what do we think, Mike? Do we actually think Chase is going to win a race and get into the playoffs, or is this year just fucking over for him? He hasn't been able to get into a rhythm all year, and he hasn't. I mean, he's been kind of close in a few races, but I don't think he's finished second in any race since he came back from the leg injury. But I know he's had some top 5 finishes. But has he finished second in any race? I'm trying to remember if he had second or third place finishes, but hasn't been too pretty for him. Oh, strike zone's terrible. Come on, Logan. Kiermaier. Come on, Logan. Two pitch. Oh shit. Oh shit. Back. Gone. Wow. All right, Kevin. 3-2. Fucking goes yard. Jesus. Next up, right fielder George Springer. I mean, we don't want to be able to hit 3 solo shots in a game and lose. We have to find a way to get some more production. And remember, I said the magic number is 5 runs. We're more than halfway there. But also, we can't be giving up, homers like this. We have to be able to. That's crazy. We have 4 homers in the game. Unbelievable. 373 feet. At least it's a good game, though. It's not like one of those games where it's just like 1-0 or 0-0 into the 8th. Yeah, maybe 2, huh? And he ain't going to get 2, it doesn't seem like this year. And then you got other guys that are starting to kind of heat up, like Martin Truex Jr. and whatnot. And yeah, it just sucks, man. If the leg thing didn't happen, I think that he would have had a win by now for sure. Maybe even 2, possibly 3. But and Gino drops it. Fuck. I wish. Some days support is through the roof. Other days, non-existent. Top of the fifth, 3-2 Mariners. Runner at first, Bo Bichette, 313 average, 16 homers, 53 ribbies in 2023. Come on, Logan. Finish strong. Blooper, go to first. Got him. All right, one away. Runner advances to second. Next up, DHing for Toronto, Brandon Belt. Pitch in the zone. Wow. See, that one was a strike. This ump is terrible. So strikes are balls and balls are strikes apparently today. Bad calls on for both teams. Uh-oh. Oh, back. Gone. And just like that, now we're down. Fuck. You got to be kidding me. After such a good start for Logan, now we're down 4-3. Jesus. No one said it was going to be easy. Fuck. No one said this was going to be an easy series. But now the Blue Jays are getting closer to that 5 number. And then we'll see what happens. Back. Gone. Well, Logan Gilbert needs to get out of the game now. Fuck. 5-3 Blue Jays. I guess the Mariners aren't the only team that can go back-to-back jacks. Jesus Christ. Well, Logan Gilbert is officially trash. Damn, just like that, huh? The Blue Jay fans are in attendance and they're loving it. I mean, imagine if we were normally, doing our normal routine. We would be losing right now 5-0. Oh my God. Well, there's a lot of action, but I mean, fuck, dude. It's like, how many home runs are we going to have in this game? How many do we have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 homers. 3 for them and 3 for us. And it's only the 5th inning. And both pitchers had pretty good records too. Kevin was 7-5, 3.03 ERA. Logan was 8-5, 3.65 ERA. Both guys' ERAs are through the roof now. Not really, but feels like it. Jesus. I guess when it rains, it pours, huh? Sour. Fuck. This guy's strike zone is terrible. Like anything that looks like it could be a strike that's in the zone, calls it a ball. Anything that's a ball and low, calls it a strike. This might be the worst ump or one of the worst I've seen all year. Like unless it's like right down the middle, you don't even know if you're going to get the strike call. Fucking A, dude. There we go. Good pitch right there. 3-2 count. And, since we did get 3 jacks, even though we're down 5-3, we can still come back. Now, if we were down 5-0, then we'd be like, all right, let's just wait till tomorrow with Woo, and we'll probably lose that one, even though he has potential to get 8 to 10 Ks. But Woo is so raw that he'll probably give up 2 to 3 homers, and then who knows if we're going to get run support tomorrow. Popped up. Wow. It's a good question. I think it's too late for me to bobble the bobbleheads. Griffey, Ichiro, Dan Wilson, Randy Johnson, Griffey. The heads are bobbling, but brutal. Megan in the building. How are you? 3-2 pitch. Chop foul. Come on, Mariners. Fuck. It's terrible. Shit. That's now it's going to stay in play. Julio's got it. There we go. 2 away. Or is it retired to side or 2 away? 2 away. The announcer said retired. I was like, come on, dude. Even the announcers don't even know how many outs are left. Idiot. Good defense, Julio. Top of the 5th, 5-3 Blue Jays. Mariners had 3 home runs to get off to a nice lead. And then the Blue Jays are like, no, no, no. Oh, God. Popped up. Well, finally got out of the inning, but the damage is done. And now we're down 2 runs. 5 unanswered. Brutal. Oh, brutal, brutal, brutal. All right. Well, even though things are brutal, we have the part of the lineup that normally is the worst part of our lineup up that actually might be able to get us back into this game. If not this inning, maybe before the game is over around like the 7th or the 8th. We'll have to find out. All right. Next up for the Mariners. Leading off this inning, 1-for-1 with a run, RBI, solo dinger, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting second this inning, a guy that also went back-to-back jacks after Cal, 1-for-1 with a homer and an RBI, left fielder Dylan Moore. And batting third, second baseman, 0-for-1, Colton Wong. Oh, man, brutal, brutal. And usually that's pretty common for Logan Gilbert. If you look at all the pitchers that are in our starting lineup, who gets, hit the deepest the most often, even if it's not a homer, it's Logan Gilbert. I mean, a lot of the outs that we get with him, or at least it's been that way for a majority of the season. Like who's the guy that ends up almost giving up a home run, but maybe Teoscar gets it at the warning track, or Julio or Kelenic? It's definitely Logan Gilbert. So usually in that case, it's just he's struggling. He's tired. He can't hit the zone. And you're not going to blow it past a lot of those guys. You don't have that heat. He's like, I feel like he's trying to throw 100, but he's not going to get there. Mariners Hall of Fame, King Felix. Awesome. August 11th against the Orioles. All right, come on, Dumper. Come on, baby. Oh, brutal. Bottom of the 5th, 5-3 Blue Jays. Come on, Cal. 2-0 count to Cal Raleigh. I mean, I don't know if these guys have it in them to go 2 home runs in a game, but big swing and a miss, 2-1 count. Here we go. Count is full. Come on, Cal. Come on, baby. You can do it, dude. Come on now. Come on. You got Toronto's number. Come on, Cal. 3-2 pitch. Oh, shit. Oh, can it go? Back, back, back. Gone. He has the number, baby. He is dialed in. Let's go. No, 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 no. Yes. Wow. Woo! Electric. 2 homers for Cal Raleigh. Wow. Well, he's got 8 homers and 44 at bats against the Blue Jays. Wow, he's got their number. Jesus, I'll take it. My goodness. This is a crazy game. Let's go, baby. This makes this purchase feel a little bit better that I bought right when he got us into the playoffs off this swing. Nice. All right, Dylan. Now I don't expect Dylan Moore to go 2 home runs. The guy has a hard enough time to even getting a single, but the way this game is going, who the hell knows? Wow. $3. Let's get to a hundo. Big swing and a miss. There we go. 1 away. Dumper, dude. But the reason I bought the card, I mean, look at it. It's a big home run swing, tops. I like the little catching guy in the corner, kneeled down with the orange circle. I like with the pink lettering and the green lettering, and his autograph is nice. It's a nice auto. And they didn't have any graded versions of this when he went and made history for us. So I was like, get a graded one that I don't really like what it looks like, and spend like a 75 to $100, or get the coolest one, out of all his rookie cards, that I, had available at that time, and decided to get that one, and it's sitting here on the desk. Colton Wong, come on, baby. So many homers. Is this like the most homers we've seen? Yes. Cal Raleigh looking like Babe Ruth out there. For real. He definitely has Toronto's number. I don't know what it is, but like I said, certain players definitely get up and they play better against certain, teams. Wong with a strikeout. No surprise. Still like him, though, defensively. All right, next up, J.P. Crawford. Come on, JP. 5-4. Wow. Exciting game. Let's go, baby. Said, fly, fly away. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate you tremendously. Coffee. $5 holla. Let me know what you want when you get back with your coffee. We'll get you some Kraken photos or whatever you want. Seahawk photos. I got you. We can do those throwbacks. We can do done. We can figure that out. Appreciate you very, very much. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $5 holla. Thank you. Appreciate you very, very much. Every dollar counts. Much appreciated. $8. Let's get to a hundo. Yeah, but we're due for some homers. Like I got the new Julio photo up because I had a feeling he was going to go yard today. Sometimes you got to talk it into existence, but I had no idea Cal was going to homer, let alone homer twice, and Dylan Moore. Yeah, there we go, JP. There we go. Nice job. Next up, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. You went one. Can you go two? Come on, Julio. I mean, if this was last year's Julio, we probably get like an RBI or, he might get like a single or double. But this year, in a situation like this, more than likely he'll be out, unfortunately. 246 average, 14 homers, 51 ribbies. But he did go yard, today. So, the deed was done. He did what we needed him to do. But can you make it like a, 3 for 4 day instead of maybe like a 2 for 4 day or 1 for 4 day? That's the type of Julio we need. 1-1 pitch. Jammed him, foul. 1-2 count. Come on, Julio. Yeah, all those millions and millions and millions of dollars. Julio fouled off. Count still 1-2. I'm trying to remember the last time I've seen this many homers this year. I think this is the most homers that the Mariners have had in a game with another team as far as like combined homers. I don't think I ever remember a game all year we've had this many homers by the fifth inning or in a game for that matter. Come on, Julio. I mean, it's already hard enough for Julio to go yard once. Can he go yard twice? Not likely. The chances of Julio going yard twice in a season is not very good. Like I said, it's taken him a long time to get this one. But if you are hot, the probability of going yard again is much higher than it was before today. But I'm not sure if he has it in him. I hope he does at some point. Big swing and a miss. Got him. But at least we're 5-4 at this point, so I'll take that. My goodness. All right, I'm going to get some photos here ready. So fresh and so clean. Good to have him back, obviously, after he left. I'll hit you with some Kraken too.
I'm so sorry, bro. It was an accident. Oh, no worries. I'll be quite all right.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about Paisley. She doesn't. There's a lot of dogs that are like in the neighborhood, but she's very, very well behaved. I mean, every once in a while she'll get like a zoomies or whatnot, or she'll get pissed when I tell her it's bedtime or she can't go outside. But I mean, obviously, being at this house, the backyard is big and she can explore, and you know, she'll still nap and whatnot. But she's been such a good girl. She's been so good. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out here in a moment. Pitches outside, 1-1 count. And obviously, we made a pitching change of Gabe Spire in there now. I'll get a Vince Dunn up there too. Damn it. Nice hit. Top of the six, 5-4 Blue Jays. So many home runs in this matchup. Runner at first. The done deal, 4 years, 7.35 million. Yeah, but again, at least that he's coming back. We want all our core pieces back. All right, Biggio in the box. Oh, 2 pitch to Biggio. Pitch is low and inside. 1-2 count. Come on, baby. One-two pitch. Whoa, wild pitch, idiot. Safe. Wow. And Alejandro Kirk is kind of a big boy. Good base running from the big boy. Are they going to challenge it? Good throw by Cal. He might have been out. He might have been out. Oh, he's safe. Damn it. Oh, so close. Just before. Oh, you're going to the dirt track? Nice. How you feeling? Like overall, is your health getting a little bit better than what it was a month ago? Now you're getting the Let's Go Blue Jay chance in Seattle. Lots of Toronto fans there. Just like when the Dodgers come to town, lots of Dodger fans, lots of Blue Jay fans, Yankee fans. I mean, they're in waves. I mean, everything on that third base side is all Toronto. 3-2 pitch fouled off. Can I watch the race on Peacock? Or no? You said it was on what, USA? So I'd have to watch it on. Does USA have an app, or do you like USA? I wonder if I can watch it on like USA, whatever whatever their thing is. If they have like a .com or something, but I know NBC is affiliated with like Peacock and whatnot, so I might be able to watch that. I mean, obviously, if I go into the living room, I have it in there. Cable box is in there for the Comcast. So, but obviously, I'm in here. Bunt attempt. Foul. Thank God. Yeah, me too. Kiermaier in the box. Homered earlier today, 1-for-2 with a solo dinger in the fifth. Top of the sixth, 5-4 Blue Jays. Runners at first and second. No outs. I mean, as shitty as Logan Gilbert was doing, this guy's even worse. I'm not a big fan of Spire. I mean, I don't really know what I feel about Saucedo and Spire and some of these guys. I mean, I like Brash. I like Topa. I like Munoz and Seawald. But the other guys that we have, not really a big fan of the others that we have. Seems like they fuck up more than really do good. Chop foul. It's all good, bro. Well, this game is almost over, so it's not like I'm not going to get to catch the race. I will. I can also just go to NASCAR.com and follow. Popped up. Good defense there. Runners stay put. One away. 8 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. Next up, right fielder George Springer. Gabe just got fucking replaced. All right, let me take a look to see if how USA Network app. Maybe they have one. Maybe they don't. Stream USA Network live. Okay. What do we got? They have iOS, Android, Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. Okay, hold up here. Hold up. Maybe. Oh yeah. I think I might be able to get it on here. Oh yeah. Oh, I got it. I got it. They do have a thing. Boom. Yeah. All right, now I'm watching both. All right, now I got to split it up. I got one stream on the top and another one on the bottom, so I got to make this picture a little smaller. Yes, here we go. Well, that answered my question. I was going to go to like Apple TV, which I have access to for a little bit, but and obviously I got my linkage from the Comcast, so cool. There we go. Now I can watch both. I don't like not being able to watch something when it's going on. Sweet. This is when it's like you have a gig and it makes it worth it. It's like if I'm streaming and then I'm also streaming two things while I'm streaming, like a lot of times if you have shitty internet, you're not going to be able to do that. All right, Brash is in. Here we go. Life is good. All right, Mike, I'm watching with you, dude. Yes. All right, now I just got to format the screens to make it fit. All right, boom, got it. Here we go. Chicken sandwich dog. 269 average, 13 homers, 41 ribbies for George Springer in 2023. All right, here we go. Just starting off. Pocono, lap 1 of 90, stage 1, 20 laps. Yes, dude, I can't believe I got this on just right when it started. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you for giving me the info. Pitches outside, 3-1 count. Come on, Ems. There we go, full count. Really? It's that cold, huh? Come on, Brash. Got him! 100 miles an hour, baby. Nice job, Brash. Let's go. Let's go, Matt. All right, here we go. 5-4. We're down by a run. Top of the 6th. Runners at first and second. I got the Xfinity race on for Pocono as well. Let's go. Beautiful day there. Lots of wrecks in that trucks. I don't know how many cautions that they had, but I know there was quite a few big wrecks this morning. Come on, Mariners. 1-1 pitch is outside. 2-1 count. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You know it. Oh man, crazy! And then that pass that Kyle Busch made. Get him! There we go. All right, we leave 2 stranded there for the Blue Jays. There we go. Good job, Brash. And now I need audio of the race. All the grip. Megan with a tour. -1 Celsius. Wow. Bang, bang, bang. Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $2 holla. Every dollar counts. Let me know what you want to see, and I got you. Yes, much appreciated. $10 holla. Let's get to a hundo. He said so brash about it, baby. You know it. Ryan Newman. Wow. Ryan Newman's still doing it, huh? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. 30. That is cold. I got to turn the volume down of the race. Go back to the game here. Flip the audio. Okay. Well, now, yeah, I can. I'll do some. I'll just do some of your stuff. I can do some Pete Carroll or Gino with a strike. I got you. Come on, Gino. Bottom of the six, 5-4 Blue Jays. It's been like home run central here today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 homers this game. Unbelievable. Wow. What defense by Chapman. Golly. He's money. Yeah, I remember him on the A's. He was very, very good. Good defensive play by Chapman. Popped up. Teo. Damn it. 2 away. Mike Ford up next. A legend and an idiot. I think we know who the legend is. Largent, baby. Come on, Ford. We need you. One, two count to Ford. Of course, you already know that. No one thinks Chris Collinsworth is a legend of being terrible on the microphone. I mean, Collinsworth was actually a pretty damn good wide receiver, but not like Hall of Fame worthy. But he actually was better than people, realize. Pop foul. Mike Ford 0 for 2. 2-2 count to Ford. Come on, baby. 5-4, bottom of the six, 2 outs, 2-2 count. Ford, chopper to first, routine play. And that's the end of the 6th inning. Let's take a look at the numbers. All right, with the Blue Jays, what do we got? So Gausman, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 9 Ks with all those home runs that he gave up. That's wild. Normally you give up 3-4 home runs, you don't get to 9 Ks. I don't know if we're going to be able to come back, but at least it's in reach. It's only, we're only down 1, so I'll take that. All right, I need to go back to that race. Let me get a couple other photos up here for you. We haven't seen Steve in a minute. Might as well. I'll hit you with a Pete too. Appreciate you. Let's go. Hey, we all have our thing, that we like. So nothing wrong with that. You got to be an expert of the SEC, right? You live in that part of the country, you might as well be. Well, I think a lot of us on this channel are. A lot of people that you're going to get the fair weather and you're going to get the average fans, but you know, we're obviously Northwest sports fanatics for a reason. Top of the seventh, 5-4 Blue Jays. Brandon Belt in the box, 252 average, 7 homers, 23 ribbies in 2023. One-two pitch, chop foul. Come on, Brash. Got to know the whole conference. Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see if you guys can overtake Georgia now and get back to Alabama football championships. One-two pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Belt. Come on, Brash. Two-two pitch from Brash. Pitches outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count is full. I wish I could say I'm excited like you guys for the Bucks and the Ducks, but I'm not. I'm going to be that guy that the team's not going to be very good, on both ends. One, I'm trying to get the first pick in the draft. Cardinals are going to be bad. There'll be quite a few bad teams. Titans, probably the Colts, Buccaneers, a few others, Rams, but we'll see. And then the Ducks aren't going to win the Pac-12. I mean, they're probably going to finish 3rd or 4th. They probably won't even get to the Pac-12 championship. And he walked them. Damn it. But again, like I said, not everyone is going to be able to have that excitement. I mean, usually for me, it's like I usually have one team out of 4 that does something, from year to year. I usually never have 2 out of 4 or 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4. It's like we already know the Blazers typically aren't that good. Mariners finally, broke the playoff curse last year, but now we're not good this year. Tampa's going to be one of the worst teams in football trying to get, obviously their franchise QB. Maybe Caleb Williams or Drake May. Kraken though, Kraken obviously look like they. Hopefully they can respond off what they did last year. And the Ducks won't, do a whole lot. But again, that's what you're not going to have all your teams do great. But that really separates the people that are bandwagon fans and the people that stick with their teams for life, regardless of what happens. Big swing and a miss. Yeah, and obviously, USC is like the ideal team to go over there, because they actually are pretty good. They're better than Oregon. And then if they go there, they could end up winning the Big Ten in the first 5 years that they're there. We already know Michigan and Ohio State run that division for the most part, even though you have other teams once in a while, like Wisconsin, that will have a good year. But it's primarily Ohio State and Michigan, and then you'll have USC. But who's to say if USC can get back to the Reggie Bush, Pete Carroll kind of recruiting days, they might be able to match up, to Michigan and Ohio State and potentially, beat those teams and at one point or another, maybe, finish the year 10-1 and, first place in the Big Ten. I wouldn't think that would be crazy to think. I think that's definitely doable at some point. Got him. All right, 2 away. Nice job, Brash. Pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Varsho. 212 average, 12 homers, 31 ribbies in 2023 for Varsho. Oh, wow. Really wild pitch there from Brash. Good catch from Cal. There we go. Slider there in for a strike, 2-1 count. We're running out of time, but hopefully we can. I mean, I don't know if we have any home runs left in us, but it's been a wild day. 98. Whoa. Well, it's not going to be as easy to dominate. Like, obviously USC knows that Utah, Washington, Oregon, it's like it's going to be competitive, but like you have a good chance, every year if USC gets the right recruiting to be able to be one of the top, 2, top 3 teams. But now when you go over to the, Big Ten, you're dealing with teams that are like championship, like, Natty or Rose Bowl worthy. So it's like, you got teams that you're going to be going against and you may be, a little overmatched initially, just based off how good Ohio State is year in and year out in Michigan. So, but even if USC finishes third, that's still going to be a success for them. Shit. Big RBI, 6-4 Blue Jays. Fuck. Come on, Seattle. Isaiah Campbell coming in. How many pitchers are we going through in? 1, 2, 3, 4th pitcher. They're still on their 1st pitcher. We're on our 4th. Golly. But college football, we're not that far off. Like what, 5 weeks away? Like the initial like week 0, not week 1, but week 0. So it'd be like what, Notre Dame and like Army or Navy, I know is one of the matchups. And then USC has got like, is it like Fresno State or something of that nature? So we're getting there. Throwback. Damn, now we're down by 2. Brutal. What's good? And you're not a Mariner fan. 35 days and counting for college football. E4 is a Mariners hater. Hater. Troll, hater. The Swifties, huh? A bunch of people paying way too much money to see a concert that's overrated. Wow. 6-4 Blue Jays, top of the 7th. 1 out. Nah. 2 outs. Runner at first. Hate. No, you don't. Stop fucking lying, dude. You can say that shit to other streams, but I already know, bro. Come on, dude. You're a low key hater. Be true to yourself. If you're a hater, just own it, bro. Own the hate. You a hater. You ain't no fucking Mariner supporter. Fuck out of here. I know. Ah. Oh, and it went right past Teoscar. Now we really lost. 7-4 Blue Jays. I don't know. Ohio State traditionally is better than Michigan, but Michigan's had their number for the last couple of years. But I mean, if you're looking in the last like 10, 15 years overall, besides like the last couple, Ohio State has run that Big Ten. It's just that Michigan, when they had like Aiden Hutchinson and they, with some of the guys that they've had, they've been able to finally get Harbaugh some wins. But both of those teams, might be better than USC. But if USC can recruit and have another quarterback like a Caleb to step in and keep recruiting well, they should be able to compete with those other two teams, and they should be able to finish first, second, or third once they go over. Because even if they are not 100%, locked and loaded with recruiting, they should still be able to beat like Wisconsin and Michigan State and Iowa and all those other teams that are going to be like below Michigan and Ohio State. So, damn right, I know you're not a fucking Mariners fan. I ain't fucking stupid. See? You can't pull that shit on me, man. I can always tell what people write in the comments and the shit that they say. You know, you fucking got caught. Fake fan. Your boy knows, man. I got the intuition. because I can always tell by, what comments are going to be made, especially, if I end up doing like a post and I can see what's written, on the post before I do the game. I pay attention. Oh, what the fuck happened here? I got to reboot. I'm going to have to get a cable box at some point or another. But I'm telling you, whatever they use for the servers and stuff, it always, there's always some kind of issue whenever they do the Mariner streams through Root. It freezes, or it fucking audio goes out, or the video goes out. I mean, most of the time it'll come back. But when they end up doing like the visiting team stream, nothing ever happens. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with that, but it is what it is. Campbell in the game just got activated from AAA. And they just walked him. Damn it. Kirk to third, Biggio to second. Uh-oh. This one's over. We got lucky yesterday with the comeback, but we ain't coming back from this one. Next up, 1 for 3, George Springer. How you doing, Paisley? She said, I'm sleepy. I want to snug with Dad. She said, I want to snug. Yeah, Iowa defense is tough. Then they usually are like, tight end at university. They usually have good offensive linemen, but I mean, if we're talking USC and the firepower that they got, or Michigan or Ohio State, I mean, you'd really have to build a squad. And then, after 3 or 4 years of really, really good recruiting, then maybe you'll have like 1 year, where you kind of pop off and do a little bit better than people think. I mean, it's like Wisconsin. Wisconsin usually, is kind of in the middle below Michigan and Ohio State. But every once in a while, Wisconsin can be right up there with those other two teams, but not every year. First pitch is a slider for a ball, and then we got a mound visit. I like him. I would take him on the Ducks for sure. Springer grounds into a force out. Third baseman Eugenio Suarez to second baseman Colton Wong. Kiermaier out. Let's go. Come on, baby. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 7th. France, Raleigh, and Moore up next. Yeah, but I definitely think that, though, you guys have a good chance to be successful. But again, when you're dealing with Michigan and Ohio State, I mean, that's tough. It's even if like USC was going to go in at like the SEC with like Georgia and Bama, it's like you're going to be good, but you're not going to be good as those two. It's like those two have like really established themselves of like being champions. Now, if Pete Carroll and, the Leinart and Reggie Bush, and you had that Troy Polamalu, yeah, if you had those type of players and that coach there, then yeah, USC could hang with Bama or Georgia or Ohio State or Michigan. They would be right there. But again, until you get to a point where you can get those kind of guys again, right, then it's going to be good, but maybe not like natty worthy, but still like, very, very good. I mean, hell, you might end up getting the first pick in the draft, and he's going to be the guy that's most watched besides Drake May from North Carolina. So definitely a very good possibility that Caleb gets the Heisman this year. They made a pitching change finally. Pearson is in. Nate Pearson replaces Gossman. What was his final numbers? What did he get? He was in there for a long time. Let me see. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 in runs, 9 Ks. And how many homers did he give up? 1, 2, 3, 4 homers, and he still got 9 Ks. That's pretty amazing. Uh-oh. All right, now at bat, George Springer. Fielder's choice runner out. Oh, baby. Come on. Ty France. Let's go. Oh, he got hit by a pitch. On deck is Cal Raleigh, and in the hole, Dylan Moore. All right. Ty always gets hit. He's like the most hit batter in baseball. That's tough. Next up, 2 for 2 with 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs. Big dumper, Cal Raleigh. First pitch, a 4-seam fastball. Outside for a ball, 1-0 count. There we go. Oh, don't do that to me. There we go. Telling you, these goddamn root sports, dude. Like I said, sometimes it's good, but it seems like at the same time in the games, not every game, but every few games, there's something that always happens to the audio or video. But luckily, they got another one up. It's like, if you already know that the shit is going to be fucked up like that, just do the Blue Jays stream. Don't do the Mariners stream, or give options for either one, like they do with NFL games. You have a fantasy defensive player wins the Heisman. Well, Charles Woodson. But again, I mean, I don't know how many Charles Woodsons we're ever going to have. I mean, we got Charles Woodson, and obviously he ended up being a Hall of Famer, right? And then we got Devontae Smith being like an undersized receiver winning it. So you've had 2 things that are almost insane to think that they, but it normally is always going to go to a quarterback or running back. Cal's never had a 3-homer game. Well, let's see what we can get here. 7-4. Blue Jays. Come on, Cal. Popped up. 1 away. Next up, left fielder Dylan Moore. At least they got that stream back up. Fucking A, man. Like I was sitting there, I was like, anytime it goes out, I have to go to like MLB.com on the game day, and then I have to call the game that way until they fucking fix it. And sometimes they are lazy and they just say, well, fuck it. And then they don't fix it. And then all of a sudden I'm just sitting here in the 6th or 7th inning and I'm like, well, I guess I got to keep calling the game and hopefully they fix it. But luckily that hasn't happened too often. Dylan Moore with a great batting average this year, .88. Is that good? And then I'll get into the race, obviously, after this is over. Dylan Moore. Oh, Dylan. Yes, right in the gap to the wall. Nice. France to third, Dylan Moore to second, sliding in. Yes. Baby, baby. There we go. We have a chance now. Next up, second baseman, Colton Wong. Go Wong. That's crazy. Dylan Moore, like all of a sudden, like he couldn't hit, and then now he has a home run and another one that was like all the way to the wall. I don't know what's in the water today. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I don't. Even if you had a guy like Reggie White or like Aaron Donald, like what would you have to get to be able to get like the Heisman? Like 30 sacks, 30 or 40? You know, like something insane. You know, like you're a D tackle, like the next Warren Sapp or Aaron Donald, and you get like 3 sacks a game every game for the whole season. Like it would have to be something like that. That would be the only way. You know, or if you're like a corner and you have 20 picks or something. But even that probably wouldn't get them the Heisman. They would deserve it, but they probably wouldn't give it to them. They'd be like, oh, the guy's really good, but you know. Here we go. Colton Wong, baby. You already know when the bottom end of the lineup that normally is terrible, a home run, another home run, a home run, a guy that normally doesn't get a hit gets a hit. Now it's 7-5 with runners at first and third with one out. We could actually come back. Ew, baby. I 100% agree. You know how much I love Derek Thomas. You know, like I said, for me growing up, you know, it was, you know, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, you know, for quarterback and, you know, wide receiver. Running backs, my guys were Bo Jackson and Barry Sanders. No disrespect to Emmett. My corner defensive player typically was Dion on the Niners. You know, in '94 was the best Dion, and then obviously Derek Thomas. Wong takes off. Safe. Runners at second and third. Nice job. Yeah, but it's just really, really good that, you know, I'm out of that place and just really happy that, you know, I have Paisley, you know, for my mental health. I mean, like I said, if mental health is a little bit of a struggle, if you end up getting a cat or a dog and you can be responsible and give it the love and attention that it needs, it really will help, you know, through some of those dark days and gives you a purpose in life. And, you know, I definitely try to spoil the hell out of her and I definitely put a lot of effort in because obviously if my ex-girlfriend, you know, wanted to be an asshole or whatever and just like keep her, I mean, I could only imagine Paisley being in like an apartment by herself for 4 or 5 hours while people go drink and party. Oh, foul ball. Let's go. J.P. Crawford, 7-7. Let's go. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. J.P. Crawford, 7-7-7. Bottom of the seventh. Tied up 7-7. Let's go. I said we can come back. The sports gods are like, you know what? Oh, yes, we will. Woo! Yes, sir. What a game. What a game. It's a shame. There's a lot of Mariner fans and Blue Jay fans that were just busy and they were like, I shouldn't have went to the mall. I shouldn't have went to the movies. Like if you were going to be like, well, the game's on early at 1 p.m. Pacific time, you missed out on one of the best games of the year. Reflect is finally here. What's good? I figured you would show up at some point. What a crazy game, dude. Lots of home runs. I don't think I've ever seen this many home runs in a game. Let's go. Woot, 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 woot. Baby. And you know, the shitty thing is like I said, the stream cut out on the audio and video there for about 5 minutes. And I was like, oh God. I was like, am I going to have to call the rest of the game and not even really see it? But luckily it came back. So 7-7, baby. Raleigh homered, Moore homered, Julio homered. And then Chapman singled to center, and then Vlad scored, and that was 3-1. Then Kiermaier homered, Belt homered, Guerrero homered. Unbelievable. We had 3 homers in the third, 3 homers in the fifth. When is that like has that ever happened before in sports where you've had 3 guys homer in an inning, and in the same game, the opposing team had 3 guys homer in another inning? I've never seen that before. And then Cal homered again in the bottom of the fifth. Crazy. Fucking A. I'll take it. $10 holla. 90 to go. Yeah. And obviously we know when you watch guys in college or in the pros that certain guys will never be duplicated. And, you know, Derek Thomas is, you know, one of those guys, you know, very, very special. You know, like Urlacher and Ray Lewis and, you know, Derek Brooks and some of these guys. He's just, you know, you're not going to see another one of them, you know, ever again, especially with Thomas. And then obviously when he died, you know, he's already considered like a legend and a Hall of Famer. His career was cut way short. And if you're not familiar with DT, right, obviously played at Bama and then went to the Chiefs. But if he would have played his whole life, whole career, and didn't pass away, he might be considered like the best defensive player of all time. There was like that kind of potential to be up there with like the Reggie Whites and some of the others, the Bruce Smiths. And I honestly think, you know, he might have gone down in history as legitimately, even though we know Ray Lewis is amazing, he would have been known as like the guy with the most intensity, but he would have even been higher than I think Ray Lewis. And that is saying something, you know? Wow. Let's go, Julio. And I decided to do the new photo today, and he hit him. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the Trident photo. Julio's due for a homer, and boom, the sports gods, they were like, yes, he is. Julio goes to first. Now we go to Eugenio Suarez. New photo for him as well. I got to mix them up. You know, I can't do the same ones. I even got a new one for Dylan Moore. You know, you got to flip it up a little bit once in a while. So you got to show that effort. Can't show the same ones over and over and over. You know, sometimes, you know, you need a little bit of a change up, right? Damn, 13-3 over the Rangers. Rangers have hit a skid. Last time I checked, up to a few games ago, they lost 11 out of 16, and that's good for the Mariners. Good for the Astros, too. And obviously great for the Dodgers if they can kind of get back into their wheelhouse. They're not as good as Atlanta, but they will make a surge at the end, and we'll see what happens in the playoffs. So, yeah. We already know about the 6-7 sacks you know that Derek Thomas had. What is the most sacks that you can remember that he had in Alabama in one game? 2 away. How you doing, Reflect? Just a weird game today. Next up, Teoscar Hernandez. Takes a strike. Oh, oh, foul. Shit. 320 hitter with runners in scoring position. Fuck out of here. Let's go, baby. Effort, effort, effort. Yeah! Yes. There we go. Teoscar coming up big against his former team. Yes. 9-7 Mariners. Let's go. Oh, baby. See, you know what I mean? You just got to put effort. You got to, put more pictures up, grind it out. Don't be lazy, right? Do more, do more, do more. Put in the work. And then you get rewarded with results like that. Awesome. Wow. What a game. Oh, no worries. No worries. And I figured you were doing some chores. You were choring. I figured. What a good time to come in, man. You come in and all the greatness starts happening. Reflect is a good luck charm. Wow. Unbelievable. Next up, Mike Ford. What a crazy game. This has probably been one of the most entertaining games I've ever seen. Not only just in 2023, but in general. A lot of people thought Logan Gilbert was not going to do very good, even though his record is 8-5 now. He's not 5-5 anymore. He's won 3 starts, but 3 home runs, 3. And then obviously the Blue Jays to get 3 back. That was like, oh God, really? But amazing. What a comeback. I bet. That was the game that you remember the most. Gosh, I wish I could have watched him in Bama. I didn't watch him there. I was too young. Jose in the building. Let's go. Megan with a 5-er. Well, the correct answer is Mariners. Bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang. $5 holla. Ford is pissed. Hopefully he doesn't get ejected. Yeah, you did. 15 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. Let's go M's, baby. This is the craziest game this year for sure. 3 homers in 1 inning for us from guys that we didn't think that would get homers, especially Cal getting 2 after that, and then Dylan Moore. I mean, Dylan Moore has got to be the one that's least likely to fucking homer, out of everyone. I mean, the guy's only got a couple hits all year, and then fucking to have them go for 3 in the same inning a few innings later. I mean, what? That's just someone's got to look that up. I have never seen a game in my life where we've had 3 and then the opposing team a couple of innings later go for 3. I'm not sure if it's the first time it's ever been done. I assume it's been done before, but I don't remember it. Wow. What a crazy comeback, man. What do you want to see for photos? Awesome. What a fucking comeback. That was sweet. So I'm happy that the stream came back on and didn't cut out. That would have been terrible. I would have missed out on one of the best rallies. Thank God. All right, next up for the Blue Jays in the top of the 8th, shortstop, 0 for 4, Bo Bichette. Batting second this inning unless they make a change, DHing Brandon Belt, but they may make a change. We'll find out. And then batting third, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. But I don't think they'll take Belt out because he was one of the guys that homered in the 5th, so should be able to stay the same. All right, what do you want to see from USC? What specifically? You got a certain player that you want? You want some Caleb? You want Lincoln Riley? You want Pete? What are you talking about? What do you want? I got you. What a crazy game. 45,000. Wow, sold out too. That doesn't happen often. Mike Ford was ejected. I know he was talking back to the ump there. 9-7. I'll get you both. Yeah, gang, gang, gang. And then hopefully Caleb Williams, the number one pick in the 2023 NFL draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Caleb Williams. And then O-Dog jumps out the window. Oh. I would be excited. First time I'd actually have a franchise quarterback in my team's history. And even though that it wouldn't equate to a bunch of wins right away, it would just be cool to know that I have a guy that possibly could be my guy for 5 to 10 years. Haven't ever been able to have that. So I got you. And we got Munoz in now. Oh, yeah. And all the Swifties, too. Absolutely. Yeah, it just depends if we're going to be the worst team in football. There's a good chance. I mean, Arizona is going to be very, very bad. Tampa is going to be bad. Rams are going to be bad. I hate to say it, Sarah, but I think the Colts are going to be one of the top 10 worst teams. No disrespect to Richardson, but I just think that it's going to be hard, depending on the schedule and everything. But I think it could be a blessing. Again, if you end up being one of the worst 10 teams in the league and you draft the best wide receiver in the draft, that's going to not only help you, but it'll help Richardson and the franchise moving forward. So I'm trying to help you out. But, because obviously we know the Titans aren't going to be very good. The Texans will be better than they were, but they're not going to be good. The Colts could get second place maybe in the division, but still I think they're going to struggle. And the Jags should win the division again, based on their roster and their coaching staff. But again, every year is different in football. So, and injuries, like if Trevor Lawrence gets injured, then it's all up for grabs, Trevor Lawrence gets injured, it could be Houston or Indianapolis that wins a division. Facts. So, even as terrible as Houston is. Top of the 8th, 9-7, Mariners. First or second in the NFC West. I would say Niners, as a default, just based off their coach and their organization and their staff. But if they have any slip-ups, right, Seattle can win the division next year. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't believe it. Got him! Yeah! No, but I definitely think that there is a chance to win the division. And even if you don't and you lose the NFC West crown, you're only going to lose it by a game or two. One team gets 12 wins, like Niners, you get 10. They get 12, you get 11. So it's not going to matter. Obviously you want home field advantage in the playoffs, but for the Seahawks, it's just get to the playoffs, and continue to get to the playoffs and then, try to win a game. And then once you get there and you win, then try to win 2 times. It's going to be difficult, but the NFC overall is trash. There's not going to be very many good teams, right? Eagles, Niners, Saints, Seahawks, and then maybe, Vikings, Lions, Packers. You know what I'm saying? Because only one good team is going to come out of the South, Saints. Then you got Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, but probably Eagles. Cowboys and Giants will battle for a wild card. Then you got Green Bay, Detroit, and the Vikings battling, and then the Niners and the Seahawks. So ultimately, Seattle could be the 3rd or 4th best team in the whole NFC. But for now, we're going to say Eagles, Niners, and then Saints, and then I'd probably put Seahawks 4th. So that's good. To be the 4th best team or 3rd best team in the NFC. As long as you guys don't get hurt, you should be able to win 10, 11 games. The most that you guys could win, I think, would be 12. But that's if everything goes right and then the Niners get hurt or other teams get hurt. Nice catch by Teoscar. There we go. And that's not me being biased. That's just me being honest and real. So, yeah. But do you see what I mean? You got to be able to build a team. And you saw what it took when you had Peyton Manning and Dallas Clark and Marvin and Reggie Wayne and, you had Bob Sanders. You're nowhere near that. Just like my Bucs team, I'm nowhere near, being, a contender or relevant. But if you can, go through the process and start, scooping up some of the best wide receivers, get a free agent, a big name to come over, like a DK Metcalf type, AJ Brown type, right? Get one of those, draft the best wide receiver. That's ultimately going to help out, not only Richardson and the organization, get a better tight end, no disrespect to Jelani Woods and some of the others. Get a Dallas Clark clone. And then once you get all those pieces, then we're talking about winning the division and competing with the Jags. And then you guys will be competing. But again, it might be a rough year, because like I said, you look at Pickett and Desmond Ridder and, the guys that we had last year, Malik. There was all this hype. All three of them aren't really that good. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. I mean, we haven't really got to see them that much, but I don't think anyone really believes in any of those three. Malik might get replaced already. He barely got to play. Ridder probably isn't good enough to be a starter. Both of those guys are probably backups. The best one is probably Kenny Pickett, and he's not even that good. He's good enough to maybe help them try to compete, but I mean, I wouldn't want Kenny Pickett on my team, so what does that tell you? You know what I mean? Like, so each year, some guys are overhyped, but last year's draft was Bootios. That's not good. This year, obviously, even with the guys that got drafted ahead of Richardson, we already know what you got there with CJ and Bryce Young, but those two should be better. But with Richardson, he could be good, but also he could be bad and he could struggle. And it might not all be him. It might be the supporting cast isn't good enough. And I could kind of see that happening. So if you end up being one of the top 10 worst teams with me, if you get the wide receiver, the best one in the draft, think about what that could do for you long term. Instead of like making the playoffs, with like a 9-8 record and then missing out, on the best receiver in the draft and the future. You know what I mean? Or end up being a team that's like 8-9, where you're like winning games, but you're not good enough to make the playoffs, but you're not good enough to get the guy that you want. So, well, Marvin Harrison Jr. Well, you might not have to give up anything. It might just fall into your lap, depending on all the quarterbacks that are going to be taken early. So I'm hoping that we win 0. I'm not even joking. I hope we go 0-17, 1-16, 2-15. I really hope that we win, less than 3 games, 3 or less. But realistically, the Bucs will win 3-7, and I'm hoping it's not 5-7, which is more realistic. But I'm hoping it's 1-3. So that way we can like be right there with the Cardinals and a few other teams. So that way I can get the quarterback of my dreams. That's what I'm hoping for. Bottom of the 8th, Ty France is up in the box. Yeah, worst case scenario, for you guys, 9-8, 10, 10-7, you know what I mean? But should be 10 to 12 wins is very realistic. Like if you get 10, that's probably second place. But if you get 11 or 12, you might be able to compete with the Niners depending on their health issues. So, so we'll see. But then if the Seahawks get injured or Geno gets injured, then obviously if you have injuries, probably the worst scenario, 7 or 8 wins, but I just don't see that happening, and I hope that doesn't happen. I mean, we don't want to see injuries after the success you guys had last year. Big Dumper's never hit 3 home runs in his career. Will he do it here? Come on, Dumper. 1-0 pitch on the corner for a strike. Bottom of the 8th, 9-7, Mariners. But it's a good time for your Seahawks to actually be good because, like, Brady's gone. A lot of people are gone. Carr's gone, from the Raiders to the Saints. So that team got better, right? So the Saints got better. Eagles and Niners are still going to be good. But then some of the other teams like Packers got worse. Vikings got worse. So we'll see. But there is potential to be the 3rd best team with the Saints. You guys will be battling for that spot. Eagles, Niners, Saints, Seahawks. Those should be the 4 best teams, you would think. But again, we have to look at the schedule and see what teams are playing in the opposite conference and then kind of go from there. But definitely those 4 teams should be able to win a minimum of 10 games. Big swing and a miss. Now is Cal going to get ejected? Cal's got 2 home runs. This ump is terrible. I mean, Ford got ejected. Cal almost got ejected, and we're winning right now. Whoa, football score. That's insane. The Rangers went from being the best team in baseball or right there with the Rays and the Braves, and now they're going down the tubes. Big swing and a miss for Dylan Moore. He's batting 114 for the year. Is that good? 2 home runs, but one of them was today. 4 ribbies. But again, he was injured all year. So, oh, you mother suckers. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, you suckers. Bottom of the 8th, 9-7 Seattle. 1-2 count. Jackson on the mound, Moore in the box. Come on, baby. In play. Damn it. Got him. On deck, Wong in the hole, Crawford. End of the 8th inning. Dylan Moore grounds out shortstop Bo Bichette to first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Like, these guys should just learn. As much as I love the Mariners and the broadcast booth, there's too many problems with fucking Root Sports with their servers, man. It's like, just do the Blue Jays, so that way at least I can watch the whole game without any fucking interruption or waiting for them to reboot their fucking servers or whatnot, or for fucking audio or video to go out. Come on. All right. Last ditch opportunity here in the top of the 9th for the Blue Jays. Yeah, well, he went to trial or went to court and he got kind of a slap on the wrist or whatever. I don't think it's not going to go to jail for a long period of time. So, yeah. Jamal. Pitching change, Justin Topa replaces Andres Munoz. All right, next up for the Blue Jays. Last ditch effort for them. Third baseman, Matt Chapman, 1 for 4 for 2 Ks and an RBI. Batting second, unless they make changes, left fielder Dalton Varsho, cool photo. And batting third, catcher Alejandro Kirk. All right, come on, Mariners. I mean, to be able to potentially sweep or, do something pretty special here against a really, really good team, it's like 10 games above 500 is pretty wild. I'll take it. All right, come on, Justin. I'll get you a couple more USC photos here. 15 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. 85 to go. Goats, where are you? Topa, first pitch, outside, 1-0 count with a cutter. Come on, baby. Chapman singles on a ground ball to right fielder Teoscar Hernandez. Of course he did. Come on, Topa. Varsho in the box. First pitch is inside for a swinging strike. Slider. 0-1 count. Let's go. 2 more outs. So is there a particular reason, Mike, that you don't like the NFL or you don't like, is there a particular reason? I mean, I know you love college, so I get it, but I think most people that love NFL, most people love college too. But I get it, especially with the nostalgia and obviously the crowd participation, the nostalgia, the ambiance, just the whole vibe. Have you ever been to a Saints game, Mike? Maybe if you were going to Saints games, maybe that would be a little different. Pop foul, but you love NASCAR and you love college football, which is awesome. Top of the ninth, 9-7 Mariners. Got him. There we go. Oh, Mark Ingram. Yeah, and I'll be definitely watching a lot of that. Can't wait. 5 weeks away. I'll definitely be doing a lot of college football streams. I mean, hell, I'm going to be doing more work than I've ever done in my entire life. Like once we get into like football season, and then you got football, basketball, baseball, hockey, wrestling, NASCAR. I mean, I am going to be just fucking overworked like a motherfucker, and hopefully we get the proper support so that way we can actually get fucking over 20K and get some regulars to come through, and we can start growing. At some point, my hard work, has to be rewarded. I can't just be, working and grinding on my dream for 20 years and I'm still waiting for my time. My time has got to come at some point. So, Ricardo in the building. You picked Toronto, so you know Seattle winning. That happened to you last time, too. Happy birthday, Ricardo. HBD, brother. Alejandro Kirk, 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Come on, Topa. Pitches outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, double play to end the game would be dope. Come on, Topa. Pop foul. Yeah, Dodgers have been on a tear as of late. Chop foul. 2-2 count. God, I love Paisley. I don't think I've ever loved anything in my entire life besides this channel and the dream and the goals. You know, such a sweet, sweet dog. Oh, softly hit. Damn it. Uh-oh. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No bueno. A 4 for 5 day from him. Well, that's what happens when you don't have fucking Seawald in the game. Yeah, but just the fact that it actually worked out, it definitely, I always try to be civil about things, you know what I mean? Like I got, dreams and goals and I'm going to grind it out. I'm going to put in so much effort and time and work, not just because of the Jordan rookie, but obviously that's a big part of it too. If I'm going to sacrifice something that's going to be worth $100,000 one day, I better fucking not quit. You know what I mean? Otherwise I would have been rich. You know what I mean? Like, you don't just sacrifice a Jordan rookie for your dreams and quit halfway through. So, yeah, passion and tradition. There we go. Top of the ninth, 9-7 Marinez. Runners on the corners, one out, 0-2 pitch. Let's go, Topa. Biggio in the box, 1 for 2. Single walk, hit by a pitch. Get his ass. Oh, no. Oh, no. No! No! Fuck. 9-8. Well, this game is insane. Blue Jays have no quit in them, which I can't be really surprised. But again, we don't have Seawald in, you idiots. All right, well, you got Topa and Seawald, morons. This is what happens when you have a dumbass manager making a dumbass decision. I'm going to put in Topa instead of Seawald. Fuck. We better not lose this game. Pop foul. God, this has been one of the best games of the year. I'd never anticipated this being a 9-8 game and all the crazy things that have happened in this game. But again, that's why the Blue Jays and Mariners are rivals, even though it's not like as heated as maybe like the Angels or Astros. But I feel it will get there, just because both of our teams are young, both of our teams are up and coming. Uh-oh. Popped up. Get it. Julio, throw it home. Throw it home. Okay, good. 2 outs. And we hold the runner. Good job, Julio. Good defense there. Good defense, Julio, throwing home. Now we got George Springer up. 9-8. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Normally that scores a run from third, but Julio's throw was excellent there. Who did? Who got mentioned on Valhalla? Me? Oh, on the edge. I mean, again, there's not very many of us, that do baseball on a regular basis. Valhalla does Dodgers. I'm doing the Mariners. Blue Jays today does Blue Jays. I mean, those are, kind of the 3 main ones I feel. I mean, I imagine there's others that are out there, but. All right, man. You be safe as well. Yeah, I don't watch him, but I've seen his stuff pop up on my feeds and whatnot. He's got really good thumbnails, and his presentation is phenomenal. Up the middle. Get him! Yeah! Yes! What a win. What did they say? Were there like people in his people that were in his chat? They were talking about me or something or what? I'd like I said, we don't have to like watch each other, but I think baseball streamers and football, we know of each other. We may not like, we may not watch each other, but I think the baseball fans know of each other. I appreciate that. Ricardo with the tour. Happy birthday, brother. $2 holla, bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, $2 holla. Ricardo, what do you want as a photo? Whatever your favorite player or team, you got something that you want me to bring up, let me know before you dip. Appreciate you. 17 doll hairs. Let's get to a hundo. Oh, he mentioned. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if he knows that my dad is a Dodger fan, since the 50s and whatnot. I mean, I do Dodger games sometimes, and so obviously if he's, uploading his stuff or doing a live stream, I obviously will. I don't do every Dodger game, but I'll do some, throughout the year. That's cool. I mean, I was talking about him yesterday, just like with Blue Jays today. So big win. That was one of the best of the year. Yeah, it would be cool to do a collab, like Blue Jays today. If they end up doing it or Valhalla, I wouldn't mind, doing something like that. That would be cool. I mean, it could only help benefit both of us. Mariners win, Mariners win, Mariners win, baby. 9-8 final. Let's dance. How are the Dodgers doing? Oh, they won 16-3. Duh. Now they got Cal on the mic. Okay, I got you. I will. Appreciate you. Ricardo's first dono to me ever. Ooh, touchdown, Jose. Appreciate you, brother. What a game. That might have been the best win of the year. Trying to get you at least one or two more. Man, what a game. I'm looking. Some of them are stingy. I had 3 that wouldn't format, but I finally got another one. Appreciate you, man. I'm trying to find one more good one. There we go. Oh, that one went through. All right, here we go. Appreciate you, bro. I got a better one. What is this one? Jose. All right, one more. Man, what a fucking game. Ooh, I like that one. I'm keeping that one. That one's going to be used. These other ones, that will be deleted. But these need to be switched up. Ooh, that's a nice one. I like that one. All right, I got to put the Teo. I got Teo, a new Teo. I'm going to keep that. Put that in the Mariner file. All right, let's move this one over. Teo, Mariners, and then keep it. And then let's do this Jose. I like this one. This one will be used. There we go. Appreciate you, man, very much. And then I'm not sure if Megan is still in the building. I was going to try to get her at least another USC or 2. All right, talk soon. And I'll get her a few more when she comes through. All right, man. Appreciate you. Enjoy your day. All right, man. What a fucking game. I'm gonna hang out with Paisley now. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. And what a fucking win, man. That was one of the most stressful, crazy games that I've had I've done in quite a minute. So final score: Mariners 9, Blue Jays 8. Blue Jay fans are probably just ripping their hair out if they have any. But I'll take it. A lot of times we don't end up on the winning side of those types of matchups. But again, today I felt something. and there's a reason why I did this, because I just had a feeling, and it's always good when the sports gods, they take care of me. So, but I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. I'll be back tomorrow around the same time, around 1 Pacific time. Brian Wu will have the start, and we'll grind it out. So thank you to everyone that donated, commented, shared. Appreciate you guys very, very much. Sarah, have a great rest of your day. And then tomorrow we got NASCAR Cup at 11:30, and then we'll do the Mariner game around 1 Pacific time again. So appreciate everyone liking, subbing, donating, sharing. Appreciate y'all. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Gang.